our normal stuff. We're going to be able to start to run the ball, and run the ball, then it'll open up our passing game quite a bit. And so we kind of hope to kind of keep that in check as we go up and kind of take on the Jayhawks.
Well, very good. That'll be a fun start to the season, and then a bunch of games ahead. Looking forward to a great season, Coach. Any final thoughts before we let you run?
No, I mean, we loved the support we had from the community last Friday for our inter-squad scrimmage as we kind of let everybody get up to speed, and we hope that you guys kind of keep coming out. We've had great fan support over the years, and that's one of the reasons we love living in Monticello. The community support and the community togetherness, unity, and we hope to continue that and hope to make the community proud.
Well, very good start of the season, and looking forward to it again. Monticello opening up against St. Joseph, and looking forward to it. And Coach, thanks for some time.
Thank you.
All right, and we thank Coach Anderson for the time, and thank you for joining us for the start of Friday Night Lights season for the Monticello Buckaroos. St. Joseph to the second half, so Monticello will start their season receiving the ball. St. Joseph did a couple onside kicks against Altamont, so we'll watch for that. Miles Coleman back deep for the Buckaroos.
We are underway. It's Friday Night Lights. There's only one light shining, and it's very hot today. It's in the 90s in Ogden.
Here's the short kick, and it's going to be recovered by Seth Taylor and covered up by the Buckaroos. And so Monticello will have great field position to start their opening drive of the season.
Seth Taylor was right there, pounced on it, fell on the ground, and Monticello starting right close to midfield in their first possession of the season. A lot of familiar faces and names out there. Of course, there's 6 seniors that graduated, and there's always a lot of change, but this is a team with some experience for the Buckaroos. I'm sure they want to start off with a bang here.
Here's Jackson Kives in the gun. He's got a tight end to his left, 2 receivers split out wide. Landon Shumway, the back, with him in the backfield. Here's a snap high, hands to Landon. Landon up the left side. Landon cuts it upfield, and he's going to get 15 yards on the first run of the game. 15 yards for Landon Shumway.
Boy, he got into the secondary very quick, and a nice read option by Jackson. He could see that the defense was such that was open, and 15 yards on the first play from scrimmage for the Buckaroos.
All right, now 2 backs in the backfield with Kais. 2 receivers split out wide. Here's a snap. Hands off to Landon, now off the left side. Landon's going to be grabbed, but he's going to fall forward. Gain of about 4 yards, 3 to 4 yards on first down for Shumway. So Monticello doing what Coach Anderson said. They wanted to establish the run.
Landon's a senior. He's a captain on the team. He's had some injury problems in the past and is hopeful for a really strong senior season.
Here's a strong set from the Buckaroos. They will hand off to Shumway, and he's met by a linebacker again. He's going to fall forward for about a yard or 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Buckaroos. They're trying to gain the 30-yard line. They're at the 35.
Tomas Ortiz-Yara on the tackle for the Jayhawks. Here's a big play, 3rd and 5, about 5, I guess.
Trips stacked to the left side, 1 receiver to this near side. Here's a snap, Kais looking, he'll throw an out route to Arturo Gutierrez. He's going to get the sticks, +2, gain of 7 for Arturo, the junior.
Yeah, that's a nice play. Arturo is tremendously skilled in lots of areas, and I think they're going to rely on him as an all-around athlete that can play several points on the field, and that was a key play, 3rd and 5, first drive of the season. They rely on Arturo, who doesn't have a whole lot of varsity experience, but I think we'll see him more and more.
Noah Diltz checks in for Arturo, so you can expect a heavier set for the Buckaroos. The sophomore big, and they are going into that I formation. Kai's under center. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. Shumway makes a couple men miss, who are right there in the backfield, falls forward for 2 yards. So good situation considering what the Bucs started that play with, but
yeah, it's really a nice hesitation there by Shumway. He had 2 players right there in the backfield and is able to make a gain of 1.5 yards, 2 yards on first down. So we have 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line of the Jayhawks. They make some defensive adjustments. As I mentioned before, it's pretty hot here, and the Jayhawks in particular have been out in the sun warming up for a long time.
Here's Kai's in the backfield looking to the sideline for the play. He's going to send Cash Young to the other side of the field. Now he'll send a man in motion, and that's going to be timeout called by the Buckaroos. Coach Kai's hot. Some miscommunication for the Buckaroos, and that's the first. You can hear the St. Joseph sideline calling for water. It's hot out here, folks. We're under the shade of a nice couple of trees, and we brought our tent, but it's hot out there.
It's hot out on the field, and those two water boys just heard from the team. By the end of the game, I think they'll be the very most popular players out.
Yeah.
Those water boys that are yelled at the first of the game, they'll be a welcome sight to the Jayhawks by the end of the game.
So again, Monticello marching on their first drive. They're near the 25-yard line, so near that red zone, hoping to put points on the board. Facing 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 8. There are 10 seniors on this Buckaroo roster this year. We graduated 6 last year, and they're gone. But a good experienced junior class, or now the senior class. There are 7 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 11 freshmen seeing their first game from the sideline as Buckaroos.
So here we are set for the play. 2nd and 8. Kai's in the gun. Sends a man in motion, and he'll fake the handoff. The ball's on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by St. Joseph. That ball bounced right in the middle of 3 Jayhawks, so turnover. And St. Joe will get the ball.
Sophomore Cash Mack was in motion and was supposed to get the handoff, but there was not a clean exchange, and that ball bounced around on the ground for several seconds before it was recovered by the Jayhawks, who will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
9:24 left in this first quarter. We did a basketball game last, Bill, because I had started the clock at 8 minutes to start the game. Football season. And here come the Jayhawks. Here's a snap, fake, now looking to pass. Pressure coming, and now the quarterback on the run, and he fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the Buckaroos. 2 fumbles back-to-back. And I think it was Tom Morrison jumping on the ball for the Bucks.
Seth Taylor and Cash Young hit the quarterback and triggered that fumble. Then it was picked up by the Buckaroos, who it's a 1-play, 2 plays in a row of turnovers, and the Buckaroos will start this drive at the Jayhawk 32-yard line, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos. They've got trips to the left side, 1 receiver to this near side. Kai's in the gun. Here's a snap. He'll pitch it to Landon. Landon will cut upfield. Nice open field running by Landon Shumway. He's going to fall forward 8 yards on 1st down for Landon.
Right at the 25-yard line.
Good run from Landon. It was a sweep to the right.
Yeah, he picks his way through the defenders really well.
Yeah, he did a good job. Good patient running, and like Coach Anderson said in the pregame, Landon likes to hit too, so he's looking for contact at the end of the run and looking to fall forward for 2 additional yards. Here's 2nd down for the Buckaroos, ball at the 25. Kai surveys, gets the snap. He'll look to pass. He'll load up, throws to the end zone. Cash Young got it. Oh, toe tap. Cash Young. Cash money.
25-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Kais to Cash Young, who caught it in the last split inch of the back of the end zone. Really nice timing, nice throw, nice catch, nice footwork. 6-0 is our score. 8:27 remaining in the first quarter. Monticello
got it. Oh, toe tap. Cash Young. So good with our Cash money capabilities, but we'll have to get it to you later on. Here's the extra point attempt for the Buckaroos off the touchdown. And here's a penalty against the Jayhawks, so Monticello may change go for 2. It looks like that's what they're doing. Bringing the offense back out on the field with a short opportunity to go for 2.
Halfway to the goal means instead of a 2.5-yard line of scrimmage, it's a 1 1/4.
Yep. So Monticello is going to go for 2. Try and push their lead to 8-0 here in the first quarter.
Personnel in this are interesting. We've had, it looks like maybe Cash Young will be behind center on this.
Yeah, and that's something Coach Anderson said, is that they're going to have some packages for Cash. And in a short yardage, bunched formation for the Buckaroos. Here's Cash Young all alone in the backfield. He'll get the snap. He'll tuck it up and look to run, and he'll just walk right in. Great blocking from his teammates. Makes it an easy 2 more points for Cash Young. Makes it 8-0 for the Buckaroos off the connection from Kais to Young. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff here after Monticello's first score of the season. 8-0 lead for the Buckaroos.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
All right, we welcome you back. It's Monticello first on the board. It wasn't easy. They had the first drive of the game, fumbled it, and then St. Joseph's only offensive play of the game was a fumble. Monticello took an opportunity and scored off a beautiful pass from Jackson Kais to the back line of the end zone. Cash with some great awareness to tap his toes there, bring that touchdown in.
And then a 2-point conversion makes it 8-0. Cash to catch and Cash to carry.
Here's the kick. It's going to be at about the 20-yard line, finally picked up, and then some good tackling from the Buckaroos. That's 24 and 8. I believe that's Bean Rogers, number 8, and Miles Coleman, 24, combining on that tackle downfield.
Very nice. So the Jayhawks touched the ball. It was already a live ball on a kickoff, but really nice, quick coverage there by Coleman to get down and bring him down inside the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Jayhawks, 8:27 on the clock.
1st and 10, here's the snap, handoff up the middle, and good open field tackle by Tommy Morrison. Number 1 coming off the edge. Coach Anderson saying he wanted to make that change from linebacker to the edge, and his first tackle was a 2-yard loss.
Boy, really nice play. Ryan Castaneda, who he tackled, had 107 yards rushing last week in St. Joe's big victory over the Altamont Longhorns. So getting him to turn in, as Tommy did, and then bringing him down at the same time. That's a great play to start the defensive series for the Buckaroos.
St. Joe's out wide, no back, so look to throw, caught, and good open field speed. A tackle made after a good gain. Number 11 and number 3 on the tackles. That's Seth Taylor and Canyon Christensen.
Quinn Vasquez on the reception for St. Joseph. So that's a gain of 6, makes it 3rd and a long 4 at the 26-yard line.
3rd and 4. St. Joe's going to use a timeout. Coach wanting them to hustle. Wonder if they're going with a hard count maybe, but we'll see when we come back. We'll take a break, hear from some sponsors, and be back on Red Rock 92, streamutah.live.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 4355-873-838. San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 4355-873-838.
All right, welcome you back. Friday Night Lights here in Ogden. Monticello Buckaroos up 8-0, trying to get a defensive stop. First 3rd down of the game for St. Joseph. They've got 2 receivers spread out wide, and they'll look to pass. throws the ball up. It's way over. The big miscommunication there. You got receivers throwing their hands up saying, where are you going? Where was I going? Incomplete.
Yeah, that was only 15 yards beyond the farthest player. So
Yeah. Arturo Gutierrez back deep for the Buckaroos to receive a punt. Again, 4th and 4. St. Joe's is set up to punt, and you anticipate this far back to see a punt, where it's deep in your own territory. But 8-man football, people will find open space, and they'll go for it time to time.
4th and 6 from the 26, and it looks like he's going to punt it away. Yeah,
Ball is up
off the
and
side of his foot. Goes out
out of bounds.
Wow, the Buckaroos are going to start this next possession once again in Jayhawk territory at the St. Joe 37,
36, yeah. So great field position for Monticello again. They've started all their possessions just about in Jayhawk. It was that first onside kick.
Onside kick, and it's all been the south end of the field since then.
Which is nice for us. That's where we're set up. The St. Joe's, this is their 3rd year playing football, so they've built a nice press box, but we're just not quite ready for it, so we decided to be out on the field.
The AC's not on in the press box.
And there's shade. Yeah, there's shade here and a cross breeze, so we're using that. Here's a snap. Kais will hand off up the middle. It's Shumway who's picked up. Good single leg from the Jayhawks. Landon didn't have the football. He'd push that off and he'd sprawl back, but he's got to protect the ball. So gain of 2 or 3 for Landon on first down.
We were here 2 years ago this week for the very first ever St. Joe football game. It was here, and boy, this field is getting a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
It looks awfully good out here. Here's one thing that we notice is they've got a regulation width field.
Yeah.
That's 53 and 1/3 feet wide. A 8-man field is generally 40 feet wide, and that can come into play, particularly if you've got some speed.
2nd down and 8. Here's Kais, gets a hat, and now he'll hand to Cash Mack on the sweep. Cash will cut it up to the 30-yard line. Again, that's Cash Mack for a gain of 5.
Cash Mack. He's a sophomore, just transferred from Cortez, and he's a great athlete, a big kid for a sophomore, and that was a nice run.
Yeah. So 3rd down coming for the Buckaroos. 3rd and 3, a long 3 for Monticello, trying to pick up the first down.
6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Monticello up 8-0. Kais in the gun, Landon by his side. He'll send him out, looking to throw. He will throw out to Shumway. He leads him a little too far. Incomplete. So 4th down and 3 coming, and again at the 30-yard line. There's nothing to do but go for it if you're Monticello.
Yeah. Isaiah Hebert there on the defense, and just really the pass just led Landon a bit too much.
Yep.
And Hebert coming in the other direction. That fell incomplete. 4th and a long 3.
And we're completely, Kais is completely alone. And he'll get a hard count, and they'll pick up the first down the easy way, as St. Joe's will have 2 players jump offside. So that's always nice when you come to the sideline. Coach isn't just mad at you, he's mad at your teammate too.
We've seen the hard count by Jackson is really effective a couple of years ago and pretty effective last year. But I think he's pretty well scouted by the end of the year. But here in the first game of the year, he was successful in getting 2 Jayhawks to jump.
Yeah.
1st and 10, the 25-yard line. This is where the Buckaroos scored last time.
1st and 10, 25. Kais in the gun. He's got Shumway right behind him. Now just right on his hip. Receivers split out. Here's a snap. Kai's looking to pass. Pressure coming, and he's going to have to just put this ball up in the air. He throws it away, and it's going to be intercepted. And a good chance for a return.
Isaiah Hebert there.
Seth Taylor makes the tackle at the 20-yard line. Yeah, pressure coming from the backside, and Jackson had to get rid of the ball and put it, in a spot where he thought a play could be made on the ball, but St. Joseph was back in coverage. They made the play.
Yeah, really nice pressure on Jackson by Ryan Castaneda, and he lobbed that ball up, and a lot of the receivers didn't know it was in the air, but of course the defense did.
Yeah.
Picked it off, bring it out to the 20-yard line, 7-yard return.
St. Joseph having they're working to get their offense set up. Got a player cramping up. Again, this heat, it's hot.
Yes, it is. And they were warming up for a long time. I got tired just watching them warm up.
Strong formation from St. Joseph. Here's a snap, and they'll run it to this near side with the quarterback. Good open field running, and he's still on his feet, but running east and west rather than north and south. So a gain of 5 off a good run.
Nice run by Hebert there.
A couple Buckaroos got their hands on him. Didn't quite see who pulled them down, but it looks like they're going to give him 6 yards. So 2nd and 4 for the Jayhawks. And an 8-0 lead for the Buckaroos. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Looks like they're going to use their second timeout
of the half. Yep.
2 timeouts of the half. We still have 4:48 remaining in the first quarter, so that may come back to haunt the Jayhawks as this game progresses.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll take a break, hear from some sponsors, and be back on Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Welcome back. High school hoops on Red Rock, Friday Night Lights. I'm still in March. Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92. St. Joe sends a man in motion. They'll fake to one, give it up the middle. John Lieber making the tackle, but not after a gain of 4 and a first down for St. Joseph. They'll move the chains.
1st and 10 for the Jayhawks. Castaneda on the rush there. 107 yards rushing last week. It's interesting how they're setting this up. That Hebert, who had the last run from behind center, had 4 touchdown receptions last week, but he was playing quarterback there. Madden Bentley, who had 4 touchdown passes, hasn't quarterbacked a whole lot so far today, but Joseph Huseman, the junior quarterback, has.
Here's a snap. They'll hand off up the middle, and Lieber's there to meet him, as well as another Buckaroo. See who comes off up the pile. Landon Shumway. John Lieber in on the tackle, so no gain on the play. Good downhill running from the Buckaroos.
John Lieber, who's a middle linebacker, 130-pound middle linebacker. He gained a little of weight in the last year, but boy, he's tough. He's tough to realize how much of a havoc he's causing when you're playing against him until you watch the tape.
Empty set for Jayhawks. They'll get the snap. They'll look to pass across the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete. Arturo on the coverage. He had his left hand in his hip pocket. You know, I think some officials might throw a flag on it, but I think it was a good clean. You know, he's just running with him.
Yeah, a timing route there across the middle. Arturo right there on his shoulder. And
the Jayhawk crowd wanted the flag, but good coverage from Arturo.
3rd and a long 10.
Yep.
3:48 remaining in the first quarter. Buckaroos lead 8-0.
Again, empty look for the quarterback. He'll look to pass. Pressure coming from the Buckaroos. He's going to be sacked. John Lieber, Seth Taylor combining to push him back 10 yards. And going to bring up a 4th down. So Monticello's defense getting it done. But that's the one complaint. It's been a good first quarter for the Buckaroos, but the one complaint, 2 turnovers for Monticello so far in the quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Monticello coaches were talking about they wanted to get defensive pressure on that quarterback. So they get him down before a play has a chance to develop, and that's exactly what happened out there. Great defensive play.
So here's 4th down. Here's the punt. This one better traveled for the Jayhawks, and it's going to roll to the 49-yard line. So Monticello in some of their worst starting field position. Not bad, though, at midfield. This game's been all played in the Jayhawks' defensive side of the field, and scoreboard reflects that. Not as much as you'd like if you're a Monticello fan. You want to see Monticello put the ball in the end zone more than they have, but 8-0, good lead with 2:52 remaining in the first quarter.
The turnover's been an interception and a fumble. Monticello, that was one of the goals, catch the ball and don't have turnovers.
Here's Kais. Gets a snap. Fakes a handoff. Now he'll throw, and he leads Cash Young just a little too far on that path. And if he had delivered that on the dot, Cash had a little bit of a step. But, again, that was a pass about 30 yards, 25, 30 yards downfield. So hard to always put it right on the money, but good throw. Little too far, incomplete. First down, second down coming for the Bucks.
St. Joe had a last-minute substitution on that play, had a freshman free safety, so if Cash could have caught that, he may have gone all the way to the end zone.
Here's a snap. Kais will look to throw, do the same play, and that'll fall incomplete. Little bumping and jockeying between Cash and number 7, Quinn Vasquez.
There, just enough breakup of the timing that didn't quite there. So all of a sudden we're 3rd and 10 after a couple of incomplete passes.
3rd and 10 at about the 50-yard line. Third and 10. Here's a snap. Kai's looking to pass. He'll load up, throws downfield, and it's going to be broken up. Tommy Morrison getting there about the same time as Hunter Roberts for the Jayhawks.
Hunter Roberts, the freshman, was the closest one to the ball as that came down to the ground.
Yeah.
Falls incomplete. We've had 3 incomplete passes, now 4th and 10. Punting situation for the Buckaroos at midfield.
Yeah.
This is 1A football. We'll see what Coach Anderson decides to do.
Yeah, and again, 10 yards, that's a long ways to go, but all 3 of those plays are also, just a step off from being touchdowns, too. So, I think it gets tempting to keep that pressing
down.
that button.
It's August, for heaven's sakes. We've got a couple months to get the timing down.
So here's 4th and 10. Jackson Kais is back.
No one deep to receive a possible punt.
Hard count from Kais. And adjustment. We'll see if maybe a kick is coming now. Here's a snap. Quick kick from Kais, partially hit. And receiving ball's down on the floor. Who's going to get it?
It's still
on the ground. Oh, you got
to get the ball.
And it's recovered. Number 5.
Eventually picked up there by
Tristan Burtonshaw.
I bet about 6 players touched that ball before it was done.
I think Miles Coleman might have been the last off the pile, too. I don't know. That was wild play.
Walks off the field. What a play. So that punt was partially blocked and then caught in the air by the St.
Safety,
Joe.
He wasn't back deep.
Yeah, and he made some good field position. All of a sudden the ball's on the ground. It rolls around an interminable amount of time. It finally ends up Buckaroo ball, 1st and 10.
Seth Taylor saw his opportunity for a scoop and score. Just missed it. Monticello will recover 1st and 10 for the Bucks. Here's a handoff, and hitting the backfield is Arturo Gutierrez. That play blown up in the backfield.
Yeah, Ryan Castaneda is an excellent player. He was out deep in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 2. Make it 2nd and 12.
Second and 12. Kai's in the gun. He's got Shumway by his side. 2 receivers split out. Morrison as the tight end. Here's a hard count. Look to adjust the play. Second and 12. Here's the play, and it's going to be a handoff to Shumway. Shumway lowers the boom and falls forward. Good gain. About, what would you say there?
5 yards.
5 yards, by Landon, but still the wrong side of third down, and
about
let's say 7, so long ways to go. Obviously, 4 down territory for the Buckaroos inside the 30.
And acknowledged 4 down. You really don't have to get a first down on this play.
Yeah,
so it opens up
take
the
a
field
shot.
a little bit. Last 30 seconds of the first quarter.
2 receivers out at the far side, 1 to the near side. Kais gets the snap, and he'll throw a quick route, and it is Arturo just can't pull that one in. It's incomplete, so 3rd down brings up 4th down. 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Buckaroos have enjoyed this south end zone with a nice touchdown. Let's see if they go for it here on 4th down in the closing seconds of the first quarter.
Yeah, certain the Buckaroos will. Not much to be gained by punting here. Trips on this near side, one receiver to the far side. Here's a snap. Kai's looking to pass. He's got time. Now he'll load up. He'll throw. Cash Young play on the ball, and he'll bring it in. Cash Young with the catch and the touchdown. A flag thrown. I think that's got to be
against St. Joe is my objective view, which I'm not objective, but they were both going for the ball and bounced into each other pretty hard.
Yeah, and to me it looked like number 2 pushed him.
Yeah.
But Monticello's backing up like it's going to be against them.
Man, if Cash hadn't caught that, I guarantee that would have been defensive pass interference.
Yeah, so pass interference on Cash. And again, I mean, he was playing the ball.
Yeah.
You know, there's no.
Yeah,
but
if he hadn't have caught that ball and ran into the end zone with it, they'd have given defensive pass interference. It'd be 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos. Now we've got 4 and 21.
Yeah.
5.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Well, here's the last play of the quarter for the Buckaroos. Here's a snap and a pass. Kais will load up. He throws deep. He's got Arturo. Oh, and he gets it on his hands but doesn't pull it in. Incomplete. That'll end the quarter. Monticello leads 8-0 after one quarter. We'll take a break, hear from some sponsors. Be back on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
Planning a weekend project?
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 43558733838.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
All right, we welcome you back. Start of the second quarter, just an 8-0 lead for the Buckaroos. St. Joseph with the ball there. Best field position at about the 42-yard line. Start the second quarter.
Boy, that was awfully close. That looked like Cash Young could have had a touchdown.
Yeah.
And called for offensive pass interference. The drive stalls, and all of a sudden it's 1st and 10 for the Jayhawks.
They'll run, quarterback run to this near side. Good speed by Landon Shumway and great open field tackle. Flag comes from the far the back judge.
Hebert on the carry. It's kind of a wildcat. He takes it from a shotgun and off he goes. It's going to be a call against St. Joseph by the back judge.
Yeah, I think holding against St. Joseph. So again, St. Joseph not picked up a first down yet. Is that right?
No, they have one first down.
One first down.
Monticello's moved the ball, but those drives have stalled. Here was our score.
So the hold will mean a replay of first down, but now first and, what'd you say, 15, 17?
Yeah, it looks like 1st and 17.
There's a snap and handoff off the far side. Good open field tackle. Who else? Landon Shumway.
Landon closes really well. That was a nice play. This is our first game in a doubleheader tonight. Of course, the San Juan Broncos and Beaver Beavers will face off in Blanding. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. We'll transfer away from Red Rock 92 to that San Juan Bronco game as this game develops. But we'll be here through the entire contest on StreamUtah.live. And, of course, you can watch a replay of the game afterward. Our streams show a lot of people want to watch the replay of the game.
Mm-hmm. So here comes second down. 15 here is a snap, hand off the far side, hitting the backfield. Good job keeping his feet moving, but tackle made.
A lot of white jerseys there.
John Lieber, I saw a freestyle wrestling arch on the ground. I think John was trying to get a couple extra points there.
Well, Arturo's pretty good at that too.
Yeah.
He was in on the tackle. See a little wrestling for him. I saw some calf roping for him here, or calf wrestling for him here in the warm-ups.
Yeah.
Coming off the San Juan County Fair.
Yeah.
We've got wrestlers. We've got cowboys.
We got hard-hitting football players for the Buckaroos. It's 3rd and long for St. Joseph.
3rd and 22, it looks like.
Yeah, empty backfield, 2 receivers out, split out. Here's a snap, looking to pass, and now he's looking downfield. He's going to tuck it up and run, and he's going to be tackled by Canyon Christensen, but close to the line to gain.
It's 3rd and 22, and I think they're going to get a 1st and 10. Yeah, they got 23 yards.
Wow.
Boy, a nice open field run there. Marshall Beatty slow to get up for the Jayhawks. But 1st and 10, that was a nice open field run. They were moving in the wrong direction. And with one run, he was flushed out of there, out of the pocket by Noah Diltz, the big sophomore. But he was able to get outside of containment and go down the field. It's finally Canyon Christensen, who was playing deep safety
coverage, yeah.
And
covering his
came
receiver.
up and got the tackle.
So 1st and 10 for St. Joseph, now in Monticello territory for the first time tonight. Trying to even the score. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle or out the left, and John Lieber well in the backfield. Seth Taylor with him, making the tackle for loss. Got a flag on the very far sideline. I think they're looking to Josh, maybe I'm not certain.
I heard illegal formation, but they're discussing it. The white hat's going to come and explain what's going on.
Yeah.
It's an illegal formation on the offense. Be declined.
Penalties declined, so loss on the play, going to bring up 2nd down.
A loss of about 5, it looks like, so it's going to be 2nd and 15.
St. Joe again, empty look for the quarterback.
10 minutes remaining in the first half. 8-0 is our score.
Here's a snap. Pressure coming. He'll throw down low. Cash Young with a great defensive play on that ball. Pokes his left hand in there, breaks that pass up. Great positioning from Cash.
Yeah, Quinn Vasquez, the intended receiver, but Cash was breathing down his neck.
Yep. And good, again, Cash got called for that pass interference, on a call that the Buckaroo fans don't like. But, he did not draw the call there, even though he was right there step for step. Great play by Cash Young to break up that pass. 3rd and 15 coming for St. Joseph. .9:53 remaining in the half. Empty backfield, 3 receivers out to the far side. Tight end on this near side. Here's a snap. Look to pass. It'll throw back, and coming back. Good attempt to tackle. Gain of 7.
That was a nice pass out in the flat, and then the receiver comes back against the grain and got a bit of open field.
Saw Bean Rogers and I think Landon Shumway. A late hit call. Roughing the passer. Sounds like against Peyton Ataffoli. And that's going to be a first down for St. Joseph. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Inside the 30, so our play all in the south end of the field continues this quarter. It was all Buckaroo knocking on the door in the last quarter, and St. Joseph has their best, deepest field position of the game inside the 30-yard line of the Buckaroos.
So here's 1st and 10 for St. Joseph. Empty backfield, hard count. Here's snap, right up the middle, and nothing doing there. Monticello sniffing that out. Peyton Atatholi with John Lieber.
Castaneda on the carry there. I think that's about the 4th Jayhawk to receive the snap from center as they try a number of different offensive sets and looks.
2nd down and 9 coming for St. Joseph. Two receivers on the near side, one on the far side. Here's 2nd down. Here's a snap. Looking to pass. And he's going to be tackled. Tommy Morrison and John Lieber. Monticello's going to jump on the ball. Ref says that he was down.
Boy, great defensive pressure.
Yep.
There by the Buckaroos to bring that ball down and out for a minute, but it's after he hit the ground. But that's going to be a loss of probably 10, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, and good job, too, with Monticello. You know, you get that roughing the passer penalty. You might start thinking you're going to pull up a little bit, but you got to get to the quarterback when you have an opportunity in the open field like that. And a big loss, going to bring up 3rd and about 20.
Third and 18, 8:05 remaining in the first half. 8-0 is our score. The Monticello Buckaroos lead the St. Joseph
Jayhawks
8-0.
So here we go, 3rd and 20. Empty set. Here's a snap. Picked up, looking to pass. He'll throw across the middle. Broken up. Great defense there from Landon Shumway.
Boy, Landon's had a great defensive game there. Marshall Beatty was the senior 6'3" wide receiver. Landon is not nearly that tall, but he dominated that interaction over a much taller receiver.
And that's been really, Monticello has done a really good job breaking up passes in this game. They've done a good job reaching their hand in there, poking up. You don't have to always try for an interception. You can poke it for no gain. That'll bring up a 4th and 20. Of course, St. Joseph picked up on this drive a 20-yard gain.
Yep.
I think that was on a 3rd down, though.
Hebert back to receive the snap. There's no one deep for Monticello.
Yeah, they're playing this one, and so St. Joseph, they're looking to pass. Tommy Morrison is going to make the quarterback trip in the backfield. Great work by Tommy.
49-yard line.
Yeah, big loss, and we'll credit Morrison for the sack. He didn't touch him, but he sure is worried that he might.
Tommy's bearing down on me. I may just fall down too.
Yeah.
But, that was tremendous play there. The Buckaroos lose 6 seniors from the team last year, and they'll need to replace them this season, and it's a good start so far. Josh Morrison, Tavin Black, Carter Rogers, Skylar Peterson, Javin Robinson, and Cam Carpenter.
Jerem Robinson. Yeah, it was a good group. They got a lot of production out of them, but the majority of the team is back for Monticello. Here's a snap. Kais will hand to Shumway. He'll go off the right side. Oh, nice cut back from Landon. Tackled high, but he's going to pick up a good chunky yards on 1st down.
Yeah, it looked like may have been the far side linebacker came up, and boy, Shumway just juked right past him.
Yep.
Got a gain of 5. Nice run there.
Nice run by Landon. We got an injured player for St. Joseph, so we're going to take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Empire Electric is excited to sponsor the student athletes of Monticello High School. We know sports help build athletes' character, and that carries over to the classroom. Empire Electric believes education opens opportunities, and we offer financial assistance to co-op members for higher education and vocational training. We also provide leadership growth opportunities for high school juniors through the Colorado Youth Tour and a leadership camp held in Steamboat Springs. Ask your counselor how to apply or check out eea.coop. Go Buckaroos!
San Juan Building Supply in Blanding has lumber, tools, and building materials for any project. Enjoy quality products and expert advice. Call 435-678-2000 or come in and see us at 1050 South Main Street.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
All right, welcome back. Here's 2nd down and 5 for Monticello. Man in motion, they'll hand it to Arturo on the sweep. He'll cut upfield. Good open running mechanics from Arturo Gutierrez. He's finally tripped out. He's running hard, but like in a really smooth way.
Absolutely. He looked really good running around that corner.
Yeah.
Picked his way through plenty of distance for a 1st and 10. Buckaroos all the way down inside the 30-yard line, close to the 25.
And this is where Monticello's drives have somewhat stalled, so you want to see points on the board here if you're the Buckaroos. Tight end formation, Morrison in that position, and Kais will put Landon on his right side now. Send Arturo in motion, fake, and now a throw down to Tommy to the end zone, caught over his shoulder. Tommy Morrison with the touchdown snag for the Buckaroos.
Beautiful. We'll call that a 28-yard touchdown pass. Josh Kais to Tommy Morrison. Man, that was really
Jackson
nice.
Kais. Young got it. Oh, toe tap. Cash Young. A fake and now a throw around to Tommy to the end zone. Caught over his shoulder. Tommy Morrison with the touchdown.
There were lots of decisions that were made in that 2 or 3 seconds, and it resulted in a touchdown.
John Lieber set to kick for the Buckaroos. Kick is up, and it's going to go up and through. Lieber's 1 for 1. Buckaroos 15, St. Joseph 0 here in the first half. We'll take a break, hear from a sponsor. We'll be back on Red Rock 92, streamutah.live.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Hello, this is Dave's phone. Leave me a message at the beep.
Hey, Dad. I just drove past the park you took me to on my 10th birthday. Remember how we fell into the stream? I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. Call me back. Love you.
Reminding someone of their worth is suicide prevention. Learn more at liveonutah.org.
Need fast internet in San Juan County? Emory Telecom delivers blazing fast fiber with no contracts and free installation. Power your home with reliable connectivity. Visit emorytelecom.com for details today.
Desert Rivers Credit Union offers mortgages, low fees, and great rates for all credit scores. Enjoy local service and a nationwide ATM network. Desert Rivers Credit Union, for people, not profit.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma, covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
All right, welcome you back. Monticello up 15-0. A penalty against St. Joseph means it's a short field for the Buckaroos on this kick, and it's going to be fielded deep. Number 4 looking to run downfield, Bean Rogers, and a bunch of Buckaroos helping to make the tackle.
Hebert on the return. It looks like it brought out to about the 17-yard line. Boy, that 15-yard penalty makes a difference when you're trying to kick it deep. And
Yeah.
even though he ran it quite a ways, it's still within the 20-yard line. So good field position to start.
They threw the ball onto the field. It hit Landon right on top of the helmet. Glad he's okay. He looks to be okay. He's not wobbly. No concussion protocol.
But he grabbed his head for a second.
Yeah, I think he was playing it up. Landon's a funny
6:08
kid.
On the clock, 15-0 is the score. Monticello Buckaroos lead St. Joseph on our opening game for the Buckaroos on Friday Night Lights.
Here's a snap, looking to pass. Now pressure coming. He's going to be hit and brought down. Couple of Buckaroos once again getting there in the backfield. Looks like Seth Taylor, John Lieber back there. You know, I think Zamian Lopez in there as well. Well, we got a penalty.
Zamian Lopez, the big junior.
Yeah. Out there at nose guard. Holding against the defense is the call.
Huh. Be interesting to find out what happened there.
Yeah.
That was nice defensive pressure. Again, the Buckaroo coaches wanted to get pressure on this quarterback. He scored 52. You know, they scored 52 points last week, and I thought if you can get some more pressure on him, he may not be quite as successful.
They're going to mark it off from the spot, so it's going to be first down. Yep, 1st and 10. For St. Joseph, they'll move the chains. Here's a snap, handoff up the middle, and Cash Young finishes the play. John Lieber started. Man, John is everywhere for this defense.
Yes, he is.
Making tackles.
Again, the undersized nose guard for the Buckaroo, who has a tremendous nose. It's nice he's a nose guard because he has a nose for the ball. He's always right there. Plays in a linebacker position. I guess
Yeah, Zamian's nose guard, but John does have the nose for the ball.
Yeah, he's a middle linebacker there and follows the flow of the game.
2nd and 8, man in motion. They'll fake the handoff to him, and then it's fumbled. The quarterback will hit his knees trying to recover it, so a loss on the play for St. Joseph.
It's going to be a loss of about 7, it looks like.
Yeah,
no, maybe 3.
3rd and about 11, maybe 12 yards to go for St. Joe.
They're going to have a really nice press box here at St. Joseph. It's not finished yet, so we're off to the side a little bit. So
yeah.
Our angles are a little difficult at times. Less than 5 minutes in the first half.
Yeah.
3rd and 12.
Press box is nice enough to sit in, but it was hot enough that we decided to sit on the grass for this broadcast. Here's 3rd down for the Jayhawks. Looking to pass. Deep ball downfield, and almost intercepted. Bean Rogers.
Bean Rogers was right there.
Yeah.
Just about brought it in.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things, too, that I think he was maybe thinking about if he had to play defense a little bit as he was going for the ball. You know, I think he was maybe a little worried that someone was going to come and grab the ball from him, but incomplete either way, and Arturo Gutierrez will set up to return the punt about where that interception would have been caught, had it been caught.
He's standing at the Buckaroo 40. The punter's back on his own 20.
Here's a snap. Monticello is going to be close to blocking it. They are going to partially get it. And it's going to be recovered by Peyton Matap. No, it's Cash Young. Cash Young into the end zone for the touchdown. Cash Young with the cash money play.
Wow, what a play right there. You know, the Buckaroos were going for it. They got their hands on it, so it went up a little bit. Took one bounce.
And now a throw down to Tommy to the end zone. Caught over his shoulder. Cash Young into the end zone for the touchdown. Cash Young with the...
4:27 remaining in the first half.
Monticello will look to kick the extra point. Got to run a man out on the field. 4:27 remaining in the half. Yeah, just a great heads up. I mean, it's one of those things, too. If you're a coach, maybe you're holding your breath a little bit, but Cash tracked that ball really well.
It bounced right up into his hands, too.
Offsides against St. Joseph, so Monticello is going to send their offense back out there, try and get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, a bounding ball like that, you just don't know what it's going to go. And
Yeah.
we had a situation earlier, a ball on the ground, and players trying to pick it up as it's on the ground. This was bounced. That was just right chest level, and Cash was going full blast, and that was a beautiful punt return.
Well, that's where Cash enjoys all that time he's playing baseball, fielding grounders, and got a sense for that bounce and took it and ran it in. I formation for the Buckaroos. They'll hand off to Landon Shumway. He'll go right up the middle for 2 points. St. Joseph 0. Monticello trying to pour it on here in this second quarter. 4:27 remaining in the half. We'll take a break and be back on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
With over half a century of combined experience, Countywide Realty has guided more deals than any other local team. From farms and ranches to homes and land, no one knows San Juan County like Countywide Realty.
Lee Collision Repair and Restoration in Blanding offers top-quality auto body and glass services. 35485-0069 today.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
All right, welcome you back. Here's a onside kick attempt, not going to go far enough.
Looks like it went off the side of John's foot. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but picked up by a Buckaroo well before 10 yards.
So good field position for St. Joseph. Getting the score 23-0 for Monticello over the Jayhawks.
Looks like it's going to start at about the 45-yard line of the Buckaroos, so good starting field position. 4:27 on the clock. It's remaining in the first half. 23-0 is our score here at St. Joseph Catholic High School in beautiful Ogden, Utah. We're in the middle of an urban area, but if you look east of the field, you see nothing but mountains. There's no civilization to the east of us. And very little cell signal, too. Sorry if our
stream is not as good as it's going to be later in the season, I'll tell you that. Here's a snap and a pass, and it's going to be hit by Cash Young. Ball's going to hit the ground again, I think late. But
Marshall Beatty on the reception there, the senior wide receiver.
So 2nd and 9 coming for St. Joe. Under 4 to go in this first half. Man in motion for St. Joseph, and they'll hand it off. Ball is fumbled, almost fumbled. It's going to be grabbed, though, and Tommy Morrison makes the tackle. John would have been called for a late hit, but he hit Landon instead of the running back. Landon making the tackle, Tommy Morrison.
Just these defensive stalwarts, Tommy Morrison, Landon Shumway, John Lieber cleaning it up. It's another loss of about 4 yards, makes it 3rd and 15.
Yeah.
Really nice defensive penetration by the Buckaroo line. Gets to that runner before the play has a chance to develop.
3:15 remaining in the half. 3rd down and 15 coming for St. Joseph. And a pass play drawn up. Here's pressure coming from John Lieber on the blitz, and here's the pass away. It's going to fall incomplete. Canyon Christensen on the coverage. Canyon will pick up the ball right to the sideline. Good work, Canyon. He's had some good, again, I feel like Monticello's defense obviously has been the standout, as their offense has not put up as many points as you might anticipated going into this matchup, but the defense has come in full form, doing a great job causing havoc at all three levels.
4th and 15. Looks like they're going to go for it. They have 2 receivers on the far side.
Here's a snap and a early jump for St. Joseph. A couple of Jayhawks getting an early jump. That's going to push him back.
That'll make it 4th and 20.
.302 remaining in the half. Clock stopped. So Monticello, if they can get a stop here, they can get the ball with plenty of time to engineer a drive and try and push this lead. They got to get a stop first, though. Here's a snap and the pass. Pass delivered downfield, and it is caught. Cash Young couldn't quite see it, and they're going to be a first down. Cash does make the tackle, but good play for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, Quinn Vasquez on that catch there. It's 28-yard pass. Really nice catch.
And a couple of players down on the side. A couple of Jayhawks holding a knee, Buckaroos holding a knee. I wonder if they knocked knees, not sure. But we'll take a break, be back here on Red Rock 92 and streamutah.live.
Pain or injury sidelining you?
Peyton
Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 43567836869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
All right, 1st and 10 coming for St. Joseph off the 4th down completion. Ball at the 23-yard line. Closest St. Joseph has been to the end zone. 2:53 remaining in the first half. Monticello's defense gonna need to stiffen up.
20.
Yeah, at the 20. Line. Yep. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a snap. Looking to pass. Pass is low. Dropped. Incomplete. Make it 2nd and 10 for St. Joseph. Ball at the 23.
Little crossing pattern to Vasquez. He was open there. Cash Young was right on his tail, but wasn't able to bring it in. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 for St. Joseph. Here's a snap, looking to pass. Pass is delivered, and Cash Young. And they're going to throw a flag.
It's that back judge.
Oh, man. Same. I mean, that's a tough call. I mean, to me, it looked like the player tripped over his own feet, but pass interference against Monticello.
That flag fell about on the 8-yard line.
I was going to say it's on Canyon. They called it on Canyon Christensen, which is especially perplexing. I mean, Cash was near a kid that tripped. I don't think Canyon touched his defender, or his receiving assignment. So 1st and 10 for St. Joseph.
Half the distance to the goal. It's 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Strong formation for the Jayhawks. Here's a snap. Quarterback will run to this near sideline. Makes a man miss, and now a tackle made, a flag thrown on the field of play.
Brought down by Canyon Christensen.
I'm guessing that's going to be a hold based on the
location,
but yeah, holding on the offense is the signal. It's a little gain, but the hold is going to push St. Joseph back. So they'll repeat, 1st down.
So 1st and 10 from the 22, 21.
1st and 20, yeah.
1st and 20, yeah. It's almost a 1st and goal situation there, but now it's going to be 1st and 20.
St. Joseph getting a little confused in their formation. Looks like they've got it set. Here's a snap. And looking to throw across the middle. It's going to be caught. And they got to make an open field tackle. And Arturo Gutierrez is going to stand him up. And ball again comes out as they hit the ground. But it's going to be ground caused again. But good gain, about 8 yards there.
Yeah, it's
on
a nice
first down.
catch. Nice catch and run after the catch. It looks like the receiver, Hebert, is down.
Well, we'll take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Ready to own a home in Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, crafts personalized loans with top rates and expert support. Buying, refinancing, or building your dream home? We've got you covered. Sit with Britt and begin your home ownership adventure. Visit our local pros for all your mortgage lending needs. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
All right, welcome back. Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92.7. Pick up about 9 yards on first down after the penalty, so 2nd and 11 coming from about the 12-yard line for St. Joseph. And they're winding the clock with about 2 minutes remaining. St. Joseph has one timeout remaining, but should be able to execute here with 2 minutes to go.
They have three receivers split on one side and one on the near side.
Here's a snap, looking to pass to that one receiver, and breaking on the ball, breaking it up, Canyon Christensen. What a play by Canyon. Knock that ball loose, and if it was a little bit lower, he would have had a pick six.
Yeah, he had a decision to make there. Is he going to go full out for the interception, or is he going to knock it away? He chose well, even though that'd be awfully hard. There's 90 yards of nothing but grass all the way to the end zone if he'd have brought that down. But nice play by Canyon. Good decision-making there.
Yeah, I think if it's a little lower, you can definitely go for it, but where he had to jump to get it, good play to knock it down. 3rd and 11 for St. Joseph. Ball at the 12. 1:42 remaining in the half. Here's a snap, looking to pass, pressure coming, and it'll be floated to the end zone. And
John Lieber there,
John Lieber drilling the quarterback, and Landon Chimway, I mean, he lapped up the receiver before. I mean, we're talking pass interference calls. That's maybe one Monticello might have deserved, but it was well overthrown. And anyways, a break for the Buckaroos. 4th down coming for the Jayhawks. Be interesting to see if they kicked a game-winning field goal last week. About 4 seconds left.
From the 15, they're
inside. Yeah, it was a 15-yarder, so I think it was about from the 5. So this is a little bit deeper.
About a 28-yarder, it looks like.
They need one more man out there. Yeah, so St. Joseph looking to get their first score the way they got their last score on their field with a field goal. And the kick is up. Oh, that is going to go through.
Nice field goal there. 3 points for St. Joseph.
They're on the board. 23-3 is our score. Jayhawks put 3 on the board with 1:33 remaining in the first half. Again, it's high school football Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92. We'll take a break and be right back here on Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live.
Ready to own a home across Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, delivers custom loans, great rates, and friendly advice. Sit with Britt and begin your journey today. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Welcome back. Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live. A 23-3 lead for Monticello St. Joseph on the board with a field goal.
They had an
Comes the
onside
kick
on their first kickoff.
Yeah, we'll see if the Jayhawks attempt that again. This one's deep, and it's going to be grabbed by Coleman up at the 20-yard line. He'll come up the near sideline, now switches the directions. Now he's up the middle, still going down across the 30, down the 34-yard line.
Got a 20-yard return for Miles Coleman. Good touch for the sophomore running back and kick returner.
First and 10 for Monticello, 1:24 remaining. No, they've got two timeouts. Do they have three timeouts, or I think just two?
They used one.
They used one.
Yeah, so they have two remaining. If I remember correctly, they used one earlier in the game.
We'll see the Buckaroos offense tries to do here. Here's a snap. Kais will look to pass, loads up, throws the out route to Gutierrez. He's unable to pull it down, incomplete.
Right off of Arturo's fingertips.
Yeah.
Stops the clock. 2nd and 10. Of course, the Buckaroos, anytime they get the ball, they're going to want to score, but it would be nice to get a score here in the closing seconds of the first half, particularly after giving up a score.
Yep.
It's just a three-pointer, but St. Joseph get on the board.
Here's Kais, gets a snap, looking to pass, pressure coming. Oh, it's a designed screen, and Landon will grab it. Now he's got some grass in front of him. Landon down the sideline. He's going to be tackled high. Oh, and glad that he rolls back up. Because again, Landon, he's got knees and shoulders that have hurt him before, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but he's pops back up. First down for Shumway.
Well, Jackson threw that ball. It made Shumway work for every last yard of it, but he got it and pulled it in and gets a first down inside of Jayhawk territory. 1:03 on the clock.
Here's a snap. Kai's looking to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to get sacked.
Boy, he's hit hard by Ryan Castaneda.
And timeout called.
Too. Boy, they sent everyone and hit Jackson before he could get the ball away.
53 seconds remaining in the half. We'll take a moment and be back here on Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 43558733838.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
Loss of 7 on that first down. 2nd and 17 for the Buckaroos. Got one timeout remaining, 56 seconds in the half. Buckaroos lead 23-3. Here's Kais, gets the snap, looking to pass. He'll throw across, and almost hit Cashman, almost hit Tommy behind him.
Third down, 51 seconds on the clock.
I think you trust your defense to not worry about running any clock. I think you're aggressive if you're the Bucks.
Yeah, I think absolutely. Want to complete one of these passes. Just that little timing that gets the ball in and has resulted in a couple of really nice touchdowns for the Buckaroos.
Here's a snap. Kai's looking to pass. He'll throw down to Gutierrez, and it's going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Hebert gets the interception there.
He's standing up. They finally blow it dead as Arturo and Tommy were fighting for the ball. I think I saw a flag come in, but I'm not sure if that was maybe just a marker on the interception. Again, we don't have a great angle on that spot on the field.
And there's a lot of yellow on the field anyway.
Yeah, St.
Joseph's colors. But 42 seconds remaining in the first half. 23-3. So just like Monticello really wanted to get a score before the half, St. Joe wants one. We'll see if they can pull it off.
Well, Monticello's prepped for that too. They've got Bean Rogers deep as a safety. That's not something their defense plays a lot of safety. They play a lot of man, but they're expecting the pass, expecting Rogers to stop any big plays.
Hoping that defensive line will get some penetration.
Here's the snap, here's the throw, and it's caught. Tackle made by John Lieber. Good open field tackle by John. They'll pick up about 8 yards on first down, but again, no timeouts. 27 seconds remaining in the half. Monticello again making sure not to give up a deep scoring play.
Roberts on that reception for St. Joseph.
St. Joe looking to pass. He'll throw deep and a play on the ball. Bean Rogers with the interception up the far sideline. William Rogers on the far sideline. He's got to cut up and he's going to be tackled with 8 seconds left. Monticello will get one shot.
Yeah. Well, you put in a safety, and he does what a safety does, what a good center field does.
Yep, nice work by William Rogers. Track that ball down, interception, good return.
The receiver and defender were in hand-to-hand combat there, and Bean was the one who had the ability to
San Juan Public Health and Blanding offers vital records,
down the sideline. Out of bounds, 7.5 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos.
I think they do have one timeout, so maybe they'd try a quick slant across the middle.
I think they're about at the 36-yard line.
They're going to spread it out wide. And it looks like Cash Mack is uncovered. They're going to throw to the end zone to Arturo. He's going to catch it, and he is caught.
0.2 seconds.
They got a timeout. They're going to have one play.
Wow.
What a catch by Arturo.
Yeah, that was very nice. Arturo Gutierrez in that brings it down very close to the goal line. It's going to be 1st and goal, but there's 0.2 seconds remaining. So this is like an extra point attempt.
Yeah.
1 or 2 yard line. We can't quite see exactly from here, but Buckaroos have their they've had two 2-point extra point attempts so far, and it looks like this may be the third.
This one for 6 points.
This one could be for 6 and possibly 7 or 8 by the time it's all done. Buckaroos absolutely want to score this touchdown.
Huge.
It's a different game going into the locker room at halftime with a commanding, almost 30
26,
point lead.
yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
We've seen twice them go for it on 2-point conversions and get into the end zone. We'll see if they can punch it in for 6 points here in the final play of the first half.
Here it is, 1st and goal, less than a second remaining in the half. Kais in the I formation. Landon Shumway back deep. Here's a snap. They'll fake it, it's a boot. They'll throw to the end zone, and it'll be...
There were 2 Buckaroos
right there. Yeah, 2 Buckaroos going for the ball.
Going for the ball, it falls incomplete. No good. Wow. They had 2 receivers right there.
Open,
yeah. Really nice bootleg. Throw a pass, 2 Buckaroos right there. They're fighting for the ball. It bounces away. So the first half ends. The score 23-3. Monticello Buckaroos lead St. Joseph after 1 half of play here in Ogden, Utah.
Buckaroos finding some shade for halftime. 20-point lead. 15 minutes till we're back for the second half. Let you hear from a few sponsors. We'll get you some first half stats and information. You're listening to Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live. San Juan versus Beaver coming up on Red Rock 92. That should be a great game kicking off here in a bit. Again,
at some point, our Red Rock 92 listeners will be going to that San Juan
I imagine
game.
That's right about now, if not earlier. But that should be a great game. We are at half, a 23-3 lead for Monticello at halftime. Take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Ready to own a home in Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, crafts personalized loans with top rates and expert support. Buying, refinancing, or building your dream home? We've got you covered. Sit with Britt and begin your home ownership adventure. Visit our local pros for all your mortgage lending needs. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
With over half a century of combined experience, Countywide Realty has guided more deals than any other local team. From farms and ranches to homes and land, no one knows San Juan County like Countywide Realty.
Visit us on North Grayson Parkway or call Jackson at 435-485-0069 today.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
Desert Rivers Credit Union offers mortgages, low fees, and great rates for all credit scores. Enjoy local service and a nationwide ATM network. Desert Rivers Credit Union, for people, not profit.
Need fast internet in San Juan County? Emory Telecom delivers blazing fast fiber with no contracts and free installation. Power your home with reliable connectivity. Visit emorytelecom.com for details today.
Hello, this is Dave's phone. Leave me a message at the beep.
Hey, Dad. I just drove past the park you took me to on my 10th birthday. Remember how we fell into the stream? I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. Call me back. I love you.
Reminding someone of their worth is suicide prevention. Learn more at liveonutah.org.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check bluemountainfoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
San Juan Building Supply in Blanding has lumber, tools, and building materials for any project. Enjoy quality products and expert advice. Call 435-678-2000 or come in and see us at 1050 South Main Street.
Empire Electric is excited to sponsor the student athletes of Monticello High School. We know sports help build athletes' character, and that carries over to the classroom. Empire Electric believes education opens opportunities, and we offer financial assistance to co-op members for higher education and vocational training. We also provide leadership growth opportunities for high school juniors through the Colorado Youth Tour and a leadership camp held in Steamboat Springs. Ask your counselor how to apply or check out eea.coop. Go Buckaroos!
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 4355-873-838.
Planning a weekend project? Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE team.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Welcome back. Again, we are at halftime here on Red Rock 92, streamutah.live.
Cash Young into the end zone
Monticello
for the touchdown. Cash Young with 3. Cash
and Buckaroos getting it done in a variety of ways. Bill's got your score by stats.
Monticello started the scoring off with 8:27 quarter on a really nice 25-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Kais to Cash Young. Beautiful pass in the back of the end zone. Cash's feet just came down right on the back of the end zone. Really, really nice. Cash had a 2-yard run in the extra point, so 8-0. It wasn't until 6:17 remained in the second quarter that the Buckaroos got on the ball again. Really nice, another pass, a 28-yard touchdown pass from Kais to Tommy Morrison. Really beautiful over-the-shoulder catch in the north end zone. 28, and then the extra point kick made it 15-0. It was soon after that, basically the Buckaroos kicked off. St. Joseph drive stalled. They went back to punt. The punt was partially blocked, and Cash Young picked up the blocked ball on a bounce and just streaked right into the end zone. So this was just 2 minutes after that earlier touchdown. A 2-point run. Extra point by Landon Shumway made it 22-0, and it looked like the route was on. St. Joseph came roaring back. They had a length of the field drive, helped out by a couple of penalties, and made a 28-yard field goal with a minute and a half remaining in the first half to make it 23-3. The first half ended in incredible. Monticello got down right
at the 2-yard line, yeah.
Had 0.2 seconds remaining on the clock. One play, really nice bootleg fake run. Jackson Kais turns around, lobs it into the end zone to two Buckaroos who bat the ball away from one another. So anyway, it ends at 23-3 after one half of play, and we're at halftime, and it's been quite a game. Tell us about the stats, Dave.
Yeah, looking at stats for the Buckaroos, Jackson Kais, of course, the passer for the Bucks. He's completed 5 passes on 16 attempts for 104 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. On those receptions are Arturo Gutierrez, 2 catches for 30 yards. Cash Young, catch for 25 yards and a touchdown. Tommy Morrison, a catch for 28 yards and a touchdown. And Landon Shumway, a catch for 21 yards. Also on the ground, it's been Landon Shumway getting the carrying duties. 9 carries for 43 yards and 2 points. Cash, she's got a 2-point as well. Arturo also had a run as well. Not exactly certain how long that one was, but it was a nice sweep.
It was a nice
end around.
Too. Yeah.
It set up that Tommy Morrison touchdown pass because, again, they faked that end around, and then Tommy was open for that beautiful catch on a well-placed ball. Also, defensively, the Buckaroos have done well. Tommy's got a fumble recovery, and William Rogers set up that opportunity Monticello wasn't able to take advantage of by making a great interception, returning it well. Arturo with a deep catch, right down to the 2-yard line, and then Monticello unable to get there. Again, football, we always talk about it, a game of inches. In some ways, Monticello would say that was a win, on the inches, forcing St. Joseph to kick that field goal, but that also easily, could have been 0 points on the board and then an additional 6, 7, or 8 for the Buckaroos. That would make this game quite different, but right now it is a 20-point lead for the Buckaroos.
And I think
the second half to come.
The Buckaroo defense is probably the biggest story of this first half too. They were absolutely dominant and looked awfully good, and St. Joe's going to have a tough time coming back into this game unless they are able to figure out the Buckaroo defense, and I see no indication of that right now.
Well, the one way they have figured it out is by drawing penalties on the Buckaroos. So Monticello's got to continue to swarm to the ball, do what they're doing, and then show a little bit of extra discipline as well on that defensive play.
But overall, a very impressive defensive performance by the Buckaroos, and they're looking good. Looking good.
Yeah, once again, we've got sponsors to thank, including Westcott Motors, providing San Juan County with quality, affordable vehicles. You can view their inventory at westcott-motors.com. Also, Napa Motor Parts. Get everything you need at our stores in Blanding and Monticello. Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports and a great start for your kids. Diamond Designs, a wide variety of quality products. We can customize and personalize them all. San Juan Pharmacy, serving San Juan County and supporting local teams for decades. Dependable Auto, Brad Stoddard and crew get the job done at Dependable Auto Repair in Monticello. Jones and DeMille Engineering, from infrastructure to quality of life, engineering the future of rural communities. Four Corners Regional and Rehabilitation Facility in a comfortable caring setting. Crowley Construction, dirt work, road construction, driveways, any job, big or small, give us a call. So thank you to our sponsors making these broadcasts possible, and we're getting ready for what's possible for the second half. St. Joseph won the toss and deferred to receive the ball to the second half, so Jayhawks will get an opportunity to try and cut into this Monticello lead, and we'll see if the Monticello defense can do what it's done all game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting this second half. You're really setting the stage for the rest of the season. Timing, efficiency, executing plays. They're going to really want to hone in here in this second half. Of course, they'd like to add to the lead and come away with the win, but there's a lot of things that are going that set up the remainder of the season here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
And we'll see that in just a moment here on Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
Welcome back to StreamUtah.live's presentation of Friday Night Lights. Here comes the third quarter. Monticello to kick to St. Joseph. John Cruz.
Monticello will defend the north end zone here in the third quarter. St. Joseph deferred after winning the flip of the coin.
Here's Lieber approaching the ball. This boot will find some green field, drop at about the 15-yard line. And here comes a return. Good moves in the open field. Monticello trying to strip the ball. Arturo Gutierrez is going to rip it away as they fall out of bounds. Nope, not quite. He's going to tackle him out of bounds.
Isaiah Hebert on the return for St. Joseph. He had a good first half. They start about the 33-yard line, it looks like. 1st and 10 for St. Joseph as our second half gets underway.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Jayhawks.
Beautiful evening in Ogden, Utah. I tell you what, 8-man football competes in a lot of ways, but I don't know if you can find many more beautiful venues than they have in these tiny schools.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
Monument Valley, here's St. Joseph right against the Wasatch Mountain Range. Of course, I love being under the Blue Mountains as well. That's where we'll be next week when the Buckaroos host Penguich Bobcats next Friday. Here's a snap handoff and almost tackled. John can't quite finish him off, so Canyon Christensen will do the job.
Really
nice work
nice
from
hit
Canyon.
There by Canyon.
Yep.
John slowed him down, but he shook off Lieber, but Christensen wrapped him up and dropped him. It's going to be a loss of about 3.
Yeah. 2nd down, 13 coming for St. Joseph.
It's easy to call this front line for the Buckaroo defense. It's number 1, Tommy Morrison, number 2, Peyton Hatathley, and number 3, Seth Taylor.
1, 2, 3.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Not so easy to block, though. They've been pushing that St. Joseph front line back all game. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. And almost tripped up. Nice job by Seth Taylor to get back there, slow him down, and then Monticello with a couple of other Buckaroos, maybe Landon Shumway in there.
Couple of run attempts by St. Joseph, maybe trying to establish something, but what they're establishing is the Monticello dominating defense is continuing in the second half.
Yeah, well, and that's where they've had their successes in the pass game, both completed passes and drawing pass interference penalties. So 3rd and long, I imagine we'll see a pass attempt here for the Jayhawks. Monticello's defense looking to get a stop to start this half. Here's a snap. Looking to pass, pressure coming, ball drops incomplete, and that is a incomplete pass courtesy of John Lieber and Seth Taylor.
Yes, they were right there breathing down the quarterback's neck. And he's walking off the field with hot breath on his neck.
Yeah. Arturo Gutierrez back deep to receive for the Buckaroos as they anticipate a punt. St. Joseph man short.
You know, with 8-man football, you don't have to count quite as many as 11-man. But they've had a few. Do we have enough guys on the field?
There's a snap. Punt is nearly blocked. And it's going to bounce and go. Nice Jayhawk bounce across midfield.
John Lieber was close, but couldn't quite get his hands on the ball. Punt went away, goes out of bounds. It's down. Monticello will take over. First series of the second half for the Buckaroos. Looks like at their own 38-yard line.
Yeah.
37 maybe.
And again, 8-player football is, a war of attrition too. I mean, there's a lot of running around. There's a lot of open field to cover for these players, and so conditioning really, can really open up, break a game open, and so we'll see if the Buckaroos are prepared to do that. Here's a snap. Kai's looking to pass. He'll throw far sideline and incomplete.
Intended for Tommy Morrison. Nice defense there by Isaiah Hebert. Incomplete pass will make it 2nd and 10.
Clock's running on the incomplete pass. It's the first part of the season. Of course, we're not always up to speed. Our streaming speed a little low, and anyways, clock operators forgetting to stop the clock on incomplete passes. It happens.
So
2nd down and 10.
Running clock apparently.
Yeah. Here's a snap. Kais will hand off to Arturo Gutierrez. Cuts up and still on his feet. Going to fall forward. Good gain from Arturo. Oh, gain of 4 or 5.
Before, I really like how he runs in the open field. Gain of 4 will make it 3rd and 6.
Yeah, really smooth running from Arturo. Not necessarily, incredibly quick, but fast in the way that he moves. Here's 3rd down for the Buckaroos. Kai's in the gun, looks to adjust the play. Here's a snap, high, look to pass, quick throw to Cash Young. Cash is going to fall down and move the chains.
Buckaroos inside Jayhawk territory.
I like that quick hitter, I like that for Cash. I like it for Jackson, just a quick completion, get the confidence up, take up some easy yardage. 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos. Arturo here on the near side. They've got strong formation at the line. Here's a snap. They'll fake the handoff. They'll throw the crossing route to Arturo. Slant route in it.
Routes,
yeah,
which really require lots of communication between the quarterback and receiver. Boy, that white hat is winding the clock. Incomplete passes are the clock is still running. Oh, no lights for the field. That makes sense.
There's a run up the middle. Landon Shumway runs over a player. Now another Landon Shumway still going. Oh my goodness! Touchdown Shumway.
Look at the yellow jet.
Holy cow! Landon Shumway trucking his way into the end zone. Are you kidding me?
Man, he bowled over a few.
Cash
Young the last one
into the end zone for the touchdown. Cash Young with the runs over a player. Now another Landon Shumway still going. Oh my goodness! Touchdown!
Holy cow.
Incredible run.
Landon Shumway delivering punishment there on that touchdown run. That's what they're looking for the second half, looking to set a tone. That's what Coach Anderson talked about too, is that Landon's been delivering punishment in practice all preseason long, and there he knocked a few Jayhawks over on his way to a touchdown run.
Wow, that was incredible. And the Buckaroos, who've been practicing against Landon, they're just going, oh, I'm just glad
it's not me. No kidding.
Wow, nice head of steam, and boy, right at the point of contact, he really
ran over 2 defenders and ran over a final into the end zone. And Landon Shumway, he is tough.
Boy, that was an incredible run. 7:42 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Buckaroos on the board again.
Here's a kick. It's up and no, as the snap came, but there was no flag. So kick's no good. 29-3. Monticello leads over the St. Joseph Jayhawks. We'll take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Ready to own a home across Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, delivers custom loans, great rates, and friendly advice. Sit with Britt and begin your journey today. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
With over half a century of combined experience, Countywide Realty has guided more deals than any other local team. From farms and ranches to homes and land, no one knows San Juan County like Countywide Realty.
Lee Collision Repair and Restoration in Blanding offers top-quality auto body and glass services. Visit us on North Grayson Parkway or call Jackson at 435-485-0069 today.
Call that a 40-yarder. 45.
45-yard. We're back, and 45-yard touchdown run by Landon Shumway. Not 2, but 3 Jayhawks he ran over on his way to the end zone. After running good in the open field, too. It was a good open field run. We kind of, the Whitehat's been winding the clock. We think it might be because there's no lights on the field, so they're trying to make sure the game finishes on time. There's a good return in open field, and a tackle made by the Buckaroos. 44-24 in on the tackle.
Dalton Adams in on that tackle,
Yeah.
but there are a lot of white shirts there.
Yep.
Shadows on the field. We're about halfway across the field by now, and there are no lights, so we've got to get through this second half, and that may account for
Running
winding that clock.
Yeah.
And it's a 26-point lead for the Buckaroos, so we're getting in running clock territory, but certainly not there yet, except for these extenuating circumstances, apparently. Second offensive possession of the second half for St. Joseph, and they're just going to start it at their own 29-yard line.
1st and 10 for St. Joseph. Send a man in motion, and they'll run it up the middle. And a good open field running tackle made by Landon Shumway.
Nice run there by Ryan Castaneda. Looks like it's going to be about 7 yards, 6 yards maybe. 6 yards, make it 2nd down.
2nd down and 4. They'll run the same play up the middle. They like what they saw. Oh, good open field tackle there. Canyon Christensen, he's been delivering some hard hits.
Yeah, he has. Canyon's looking good tonight, but it's going to be a 1st and 10 for St. Joseph. Except for that little.
Yeah, like I said, they had no success to start this half, but running that plays worked out really well for them. Little misdirection. 1st and 10. Here's a snap. They'll hand again. This one. Oh! Landon Shumway just runs him over.
Reminded him what just happened in that last defensive play.
Yeah, they made it easy on Landon. John Lieber and Seth Taylor both held him up, and like he's been doing all summer long, popping that little popsicle, that stands there and doesn't move. Landon delivers some penalty.
Who's had some good offensive production the last 3 plays. After that hit, comes off the sideline to catch his breath a little bit. 2nd and 9. 6:05 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 29-3 is our score. Buckaroos lead the Jayhawks.
Again, same play up the middle. Monticello's wise to it. Bunch of Buckaroos, about 4 of the 8 Buckaroos in on the tackle. Zamian Lopez down there with Peyton Atathley, John Lieber.
And Tommy Morrison.
Mm-hmm. So 3rd and 8.
Yeah,
3rd and 8.
Loss on that play.
29-3 the lead for the Buckaroos. More than halfway through this 3rd quarter. Here's a snap, looking to pass. It's a designed. Oh, and it's going to be dropped.
There's a pass out in the flat to Keenan Campbell, a freshman wide receiver, and he's unable to bring it in. So it's going to make it 4th down from the Jayhawk 42. Oh, no, about 44.
Yeah, and I think with the running clock, too, they're going to be going for it. I imagine they're going to be going for it here. Got to find a way to get back in the game.
Start the 10-second.
Yeah, we'll see if they get the playoff.
No one deep for the Buckaroos on 4th down.
Here's a snap. Pressure coming. Tommy Morrison's going to deliver a hit on the quarterback, but a catch made, and they're going to pick up the 1st down. Landon Shumway making the tackle.
Marshall Beatty on the reception for St. Joseph. That was a nice catch, nice run. 1st and 10 for St. Joseph. And the receiver is on. He took a good hit once they caught up with him.
Yeah.
Spun away from Canyon Christensen, and then
Landon Shumway making the tackle.
Just made the pop. Yeah, a lot of Jayhawks are wondering who number 32 is, because he's delivered a lot of hits the last couple of minutes.
Lots of punishment.
.4:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. They're winding the clock again. 1st and 10. Looks like the Buckaroo 43-yard line.
Here's a snap, looking to pass. Pass is lobbed up and incomplete, short of any receivers.
You know, it's interesting. A lot of St. Joseph's passes are just lobbing up in the air.
Yeah.
We had that situation where we had Bean Robinson playing free safety. That may be
Bean Rogers, yeah.
Bean Rogers playing free safety. That may be a good defensive adjustment. If they're going to throw a bunch of lobs up, let's get someone who can just follow
Return
the
him,
ball.
yeah.
But I'm not going to second guess the Buckaroo defense. They've had an excellent night.
Yeah, they have.
2nd and 10, 3:26 remaining on the clock.
Yeah, I think they like sending John Lieber instead of, instead of sitting back and making him complete a pass. They say John is going to scare the quarterback into throwing a bad pass. Here's a snap, pressure, ball is partially batted. Arturo Gutierrez then gets his hand on it. He's hopping like, man, I wanted to grab that one.
Defensive position there. The ball came to him before it came to the receiver. Stop the clock after that incomplete pass.
3:24 remaining.
You know, a 5:30 kickoff works in August with no lights on the field. It's going to have to be significantly earlier as the season goes on because you're going to run out of daylight.
And we got a penalty. Delay a game against St. Joseph. So 3rd and 15 coming for St. Joseph.
Beautiful evening in Ogden, Utah. I've said that before, but I need to say it again because it's so nice up here.
Pass is incomplete. Bean Rogers got hit as he tried to make a play on the ball, but ball was a little past him, I think.
Make it 4th and 15. Incomplete pass and the clock is running.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I guess they're worried about making sure that this game finishes before the sun goes down.
Eight, 7 seconds. They haven't called in a play yet.
Yeah, they're looking for it.
It's going to be another delay of game penalty.
And St. Joseph going to burn a timeout. We'll take some time as well, hear from some sponsors here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Lee Collision Repair and Restoration in Blanding offers top quality auto body and glass services. Visit us on North Grayson Parkway or call Jackson at 435-485-0069 today.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy.
All right, welcome you back. Here's 4th and 15 for St. Joseph, and they'll look to pass. Rolling left, it's a designed run for the quarterback, and Tommy Morrison will chase him down from behind. Not going to be enough for a first down. It'll be turnover to Monticello.
4th and 15. That's going to take a really nice piece of running to get a first down on that.
Yeah.
But, defensive pressure coming. You're just running for your life at some point in time.
2:13 remaining in the third quarter. Monticello leads 29-3, and they're enjoying a partial running clock. But I know they'd like to earn one as well, get a 35-point advantage. Here's Kais, gets the snap, looking to pass, so throw it out to Cash, who bobbles it, then catches it, then he gets grabbed by his face mask, and then he'll be tackled, or they'll blow the whistle, blow the play dead.
There's an awful lot that happened on that play. He caught it, then he juggled it, then he caught it, and he juggled it, then he got face mask. So you can attack that on.
Yep.
It's going to be a personal foul, face mask too.
Be 15 yards, so that'll get Monticello across midfield.
Buckaroos break huddle. They're ready for the play, but they're still figuring out the mark.
All right, here's 1st and 10 for Monticello. They're on the ball, ready to go. Here's a snap. Kai's looking to pass, so fake. Now he'll look to throw deep. It's going to be knocked down, though. Good pressure from St. Joseph. And
Those 4 defensive linemen were all pretty close to Jackson by the time he threw that ball away.
Yeah, they set that up, of that little out route to Cash. They faked it and then looked to go deep, but didn't have enough time to develop the play. .90 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And again, clock running. Here's Kais in the gun. He's got Morrison at the tight end position. Sends Gutierrez in motion. They'll fake the handoff to him. Now they'll look to throw an out route to Morrison. Morrison will catch it, and he's got some grass in front of him. Tommy down to the 10, still on his feet, and then taken down inside the 10, about the 6-yard line. Big completion from Kais to Morrison.
And that was a great play. A nice run, well set up, well executed.
About 28 yards.
First and
goal for the Buckaroos.
And they are running a hurry-up offense, and they've got St. Joseph on their heels.
Trips formation, tight trips formation to this near sideline. Kais will roll that way, look to throw, loads up for Cash Young, who will grab it in the end zone for 6. Cash Young with the grab.
7-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Kais to Cash Young. Gives the Buckaroos another score, and 41 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
(35-3). If Monticello still had a shutout, they'd earn that running clock, but they got to get another score. Here's Lieber for the kick. Up and good for John.
36-3
and the
Buckaroos. Score. 41 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Buckaroos lead 36-3.
Again, it's Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92. We'll take a break here from a sponsor and be back.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Energy as 3 million pounds of coal? Energy Fuels White Mesa Mill in Blanding is becoming America's hub for a clean and reliable energy future. They're revolutionizing the way we power our world by harnessing the incredible.
All right, here comes a kick from the Buckaroos. 40 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. A 36-3 lead for Monticello. Here's Lieber's boot. It's going to find the grass at the 30-yard line. St. Joseph will pick it up, look to return. Misses, and then he hits the deck as Cash Mack starts to close in on him. And so 1st and 10 coming for St. Joseph. 32 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
takes a while to build a program, and St. Joseph had their first ever game on this field against Monticello 2 years ago this week. They've made a lot of progress.
Yeah.
Still have a lot to go, long way to go. Big win last week over Altamont.
Yeah, big win, kicking a field goal in the final few seconds of the game to take the lead and win that game. Good run up the middle. Tristan Burtonshaw making that tackle. And
pulled him down from behind.
Yeah, I would have thought that would have been a first down, but it's a gain of 9. He must have started pretty deep in the backfield running it.
9-yard gain on first down, makes it 2nd and 1. Looks like the third quarter is going to end. That's it.
All right, fourth quarter coming up. We'll take a break and be back on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
Desert Rivers Credit Union offers mortgages, low fees, and great rates for all credit scores. Enjoy local service and a nationwide ATM network. Desert Rivers Credit Union, for people, not profit.
Need fast internet in San Juan County? Emory Telecom delivers blazing fast fiber with no contracts and free installation. Power your home with reliable connectivity. Visit emorytelecom.com for details today.
Hello, this is Dave's phone. Leave me a message at the beep.
Hey, Dad. I just drove past the park you took me to on my 10th birthday. Remember how we fell into the stream? I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. Call me back. I love you.
Reminding someone of their worth is suicide prevention. Learn more at Live On You.
All right, welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. St. Joseph with the ball, 2nd and 1. They'll look to pass, throws it deep, and good catch. Arturo Gutierrez going to finish the double leg for a tackle, but a big gain from St. Joseph, big chunk play to start the fourth quarter.
About a 30-yard gain there. 30 yards, and Arturo gets 2 for the takedown at the end, but 1st and 10 for the Jayhawks in the first play from scrimmage in the fourth quarter. 36-3 is our score. Big lead for the Buckaroos. Once again, this second half is about timing and expectations and execution.
Here's a run in the back, run and tackle almost made in the backfield. Tommy Morrison slowing down the runner. It's 1v1 as Morrison brings down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming for St. Joseph. Here's a snap, looking to pass, throwing deep, and Kenyon Christensen does a nice job playing on that ball. He's looking for a flag as St. Joseph kind of hit him on top of the head as he was going to bat that away, but I think that's a good no call as they battle for the ball.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that tonight, and at some point in time, particularly the way this St. Joseph offense is set up, there's got to be hand fighting between the receiver and the defender. There's going to be. Sometimes they drop the flag, sometimes they don't. Running clock on an incomplete pass.
3rd and 10 coming for St. Joseph. Here's a snap and hand off the middle. Oh, nice hit by Lieber. A couple Buckaroos help him finish that tackle off. 10 minutes remaining in the game. Again, a 36-3 lead for Monticello. 4th down coming for St. Joseph. Fourth down coming for St. Joseph. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle.
Wow.
And great work up the middle. It's Peyton Ataffoli making the smack and turning the ball over on downs to the Buckaroos.
Boy, really nice defense all night long for the Buckaroos. You know, St. Joseph has pieced together a couple of first downs here and there. Of course, they had their scoring drive that got their field goal, but for the most part, Monticello has just, you know, sometimes you say bend but not break, but they haven't even bent much.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting to see the statistics at the end of the game.
Here's Kai sending Arturo in motion, fakes the handoff. Now we'll give to Landon. Landon up the middle with a lot of grass, runs a man over but loses the ball, and no one knew except St. Joseph, and they'll pick it up. Turnover, back to the Jayhawks.
Landon administering some punishment but also losing the ball on the way. So it's turnover. It's going to be 1st and 10 for St. Joseph. 9 minutes remaining on the clock. 36-3 is our score. Buckaroos on their way to their first win of the season, on their first game of the season.
Yeah, looking to start 1-0. First down and 10 for St. Joseph, though. 9 minutes remaining in the game.
8-man football in Utah gets a little bit stronger every year. We've got 12 teams competing this year.
Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. Good run. Quick run. Landon Shumway making the tackle, though. What a good gain, about 5 yards. From number 20, David Russo.
Freshman running back. He's quick out there,
yeah.
too. Campbell is a
5'4".
freshman.
Here's a snap. Now looking to run. Morrison is held, but makes the tackle anyways, along with Lieber.
Defensive statistics, I think Morrison, Lieber, and Shumway just have been dominant.
Yep.
They've had a lot of great help, too, from Hatathli and Taylor, and the entire Buckaroo defensive effort has been very impressive. 7:44 remaining on the clock in the fourth quarter here, a 33-point Buckaroo lead. 3rd and about 4.
Here's a snap. Fake the handoff, now run the quarterback up the middle. Gets tackled by a host of Buckaroos. Going to be short of the line to gain, but bring up 4th and about 1. 7:15 remaining in the game.
.7:05 remaining. St. Joseph looking to the sideline to see what the play is. Coach is talking to the quarterback, Hoosman, and he's going to come in at 4th and short.
I see 3 Jayhawks that are wearing their pants but no shirts now. They've taken off their pads.
Yeah.
You know, starters or, I don't know, injuries or what's going on, but a couple players not finishing the game.
And we don't know who they are because their shirts are off.
4th and 1. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle, and blown up in the backfield. John Lieber back there.
And Seth Taylor.
Seth Taylor.
Boy, that's a nice defensive play on 4th and short. You know, it really comes down to digging into the trenches, and the Buckaroos won the line of scrimmage on that play. Hit that runner before he could get started. It's a loss of about 3 yards. More importantly, turns the ball over to the Buckaroos. 1st and 10, 6:24 remaining on the clock. For the most part, a running clock here.
Yeah.
With a few exceptions.
Here's 1st and 10 for Monticello. Morrison is the tight end. They've got 2 receivers split out. Kais with Shumway. Here's a snap, and Kais will look to pass. Pressure coming. It's a setup screen to Tommy Morrison. Morrison's got a convoy, and he's going down the near sideline. He's going to lower the helmet. We got a flag.
Boy, Tommy caught that, really runs well, had a nice convoy. That was really a nice setup play. And flag on the field. going to be a blindside block, and it's going to be from the point of infraction. It's going to be a 15-yard personal foul penalty, so it's going to move the ball way back. It looked like that play was going to go possibly all the way into the end zone.
Yeah.
But, a blindside block was the call against Monticello, so it's going to be all the way back to the 40-yard line of the Buckaroos, where they'll have first down and about 17 yards. They'll get to try again. 5:48 remaining on the clock, a clock that continues to tick here in the fourth quarter in Ogden at St. Joe's School.
Here's the I formation for the Buckaroos. Kais will pitch it to Shumway. He'll go off the right side. Shumway makes a man miss. Now he'll cut back up. Shumway still on his feet. Shumway going to go down all the way in for 6. Landon Shumway with the touchdown.
Touchdown run by Landon Shumway. Boy, they just brought everyone in and pitched it to Landon. And
runs over a player. Now another Landon Shumway still going. Oh my goodness. Touch. Oh, he'll cut back up. Shumway still on his feet. Shumway going to go down all the way in for 6. Landon Shumway.
Speed and power. And got it done there with more of his speed on that play. Here comes the extra point. Lieber to kick it. Low snap, and they're going to have to run, and no good on the play.
Yeah, that was a fumbled snap, and they jumped up and went, so it's no good. 42-3. Now we have conditions where we'll have a running clock, even though we've had a running clock for most of the second half here. Having some technical issues with our camera. It looks like our battery may be out, so we're going to make a quick caught up. It's 42-3 is the score. 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. A running clock situation as the Buckaroos have broke open the game. Really an incredible 60-yard touchdown run by Landon Shumway, coming on the heels of a 45-yard run. Highlight reel touchdown run by Shumway earlier in the quarter, or earlier in the half. 42-3, a game which was close at times. The Buckaroos were about to break it open, but I think we can officially say they've broken this game open and are going to come away with a Week 1 victory on the road in Ogden. Next week we're going to have Buckaroos at home, the first ever game between the Monticello Buckaroos and Panguitch Bobcats, a new team that's one of several that is starting to play football. This 8-man football league is continuing to grow, and we've got individual games, and we love to cover them, but the bigger picture in many ways is the success of 8-man football in Utah. It's pretty awesome. Are you back with us, David?
Yeah, we got another camera set up now.
Now you can see what our view has been. Our camera's been in the press box. We've been on a hill on the side. Now our camera's with us. Thanks for your patience. Always a lot of first game issues that we go through, and particularly when you go on the road. A field which was a soccer field until 2 years ago, and we're making progress here.
Yep, they're making progress as well. Got a press box built. Here's a kick from Cash Mack. Ooh, this is a good deep one, but it might go out of bounds. It's going to be picked up by St. Joseph. Now coming up the near sideline. Good return, but Monticello ball, or excuse me, St. Joseph ball.
Looks like it's going to be about the 36-yard line is where it went out of, where it is finally brought down. 1st and 10 for the Jayhawks. A little over 4 minutes with a running clock on the clock, so we'll wrap it up here in the next little while. Get a chance for some underclassmen to get some time in, but man, what a dominating defensive performance, and continuing to have some technical challenges with our camera, but I'll describe the action as it goes in. The St. Joseph quarterback, Daniel Angiano, behind center, it looks like. So he keeps the ball. He's going to go around the side. He's brought down. Really nice, nice defensive work there by Diego Cortez, the sophomore. A lot of underclassmen out there for the Buckaroos right now. Dalton Adams is getting some good time. Cash Mack, Logan Bowles. Three minutes on the clock, a running clock situation. It's a gain of 2.
Here's a snap, run up the middle. Miles Coleman meeting the running back, a couple of others as well.
Miles stood him up and then got some help from others, but nice defensive effort by Miles. I say J.J. Atwood out there getting some playing time. It's good to see some of these freshmen. It's their first game as Buckaroos, and they're getting on the field.
Yeah.
Grant Wigington out there. We've heard this freshman class hardworking, enthusiastic, ready to go, and they're rewarded for it by some playing time on their first ever game.
Yeah, you give the first team enough reps to challenge them, push them in the off season. You might get to play some minutes in a blowout. No gain on the play there. Going to bring up 4th down.
Miles Coleman, Diego Cortez. 2 minutes remaining in this game. Into the game for the Buckaroos, McKay Nielsen. Tanner Ruiz out there. It's good to see some freshmen get some playing time.
Yeah.
Minute 40 remaining on the clock.
4th down coming, St. Joseph. Looks like they'll go for it. Here's a snap. Fake the handoff. They'll look to throw. Throws deep, and it's going to be grabbed. What a grab. And now running down the field, they're going to score a touchdown. St. Joseph.
Isaiah Hebert gets the catch, and wow, his defender, he had a step on his defender, but the ball was underthrown, so he came back. It looked like the defender was going to be able to knock it away, but he came back and pulled it down and ran away. Really nice throw and catch. Touchdown for St. Joseph by Isaiah Hebert, who had 4 touchdowns last week. Minute 19 remaining. First touchdown of the game for St. Joseph.
St. Joseph set to go for 2. Here's a snap, direct snap. I don't know if that was purposeful, and then a tackle made in the backfield by Miles Coleman.
So 42-9 is our score, minute 19 remaining. We'll have a kickoff and maybe one play from scrimmage, maybe a couple. See what the Buckaroos do.
I imagine we'll see the second team, with maybe one series left.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see the JV, if not the C team, on offense for the Buckaroos.
We've got a freshman quarterback who we're excited to see play. Didn't know whether we would today. We'll still wait and see. But Brant Mack, see if he gets some playing time. Cash Young is the backup quarterback for the Buckaroos. And we'll see, they may want to give him some time just to take some snaps in case he's called upon as the season progresses.
Canyon Christensen back deep for the Buckaroos. And 1:19 remaining in this game. Monticello going to move to 1-1 or 1-0 on the season. St. Joe with all the 1-1.
42-9 is our score. Minute 19, the entire field. Well, it's a little bit of the southeast corner of the end zone that's still in the sun, but we're in the shade otherwise. We'll wrap this up. We're going to have a good post-game show. Hopefully be able to talk to a couple of the Buckaroos to wrap up our game. Canyon's going to get that ball at the 21. StreamUtah.live, Red Rock 92's presentation of Friday Night Lights. The Monticello Buckaroos leading the St. Joseph Jayhawks 42-9 here on our opening game of the season. Glad that you've joined us. Appreciate your support. boy, we have a lot of sponsors who go out of their way to make these broadcasts possible, and they would certainly understand if you gave them your support too.
17 seconds remaining in the game. Here's St. Joseph looking to get another score. Here's a snap, looking to pass, pressure coming, and a sack going to be made. Number 16 and number 78. We're going to look at our rosters to find.
Avery Hedrick.
Yeah.
Is that 28 or 78?
16, I think it was 78. Well, maybe it was 28.
That's Grant Wigington. That's 28.
Yeah, 28, Grant Wigington.
Grant Wigington, underclassman on the line. So that was between underclassmen there, and the Buckaroo defensive line won that battle. Play of the game. Both coaches coaching hard right now, trying to get things, but particularly St. Joseph they want to get one more score before the end of the game.
10 seconds remaining.
Games tonight in Rich County between the top teams in 8-man football. I'm anxious to see how that has turned out. And then, of course, Broncos and the Beavers and Blanding. That'll be an awesome game.
9.4 seconds remaining. Here's a snap. Look to pass, throw across the middle. And nice breakup of the pass there by Brant Mack. 5.3 seconds. They're not running the clock here. They're letting St. Joseph get their full money's worth of the red zone, which I think everyone's good. I think that Coach Anderson and the Buckaroos want to give their underclassmen an opportunity to hold strong here. Here's a throw, caught, touchdown, St. Joseph. That's number 20, David Russo, that quick running back, and he's got a good future for the Jayhawks as he scores a touchdown. Makes it 42-15 with a point after try coming.
Boy, that running clock came to a screeching halt at the end of the game.
Well, 20 seconds left. They're not worried about the sun setting on the game anymore.
Yeah.
Give these players an opportunity to get some reps they're not going to get otherwise.
.5 seconds remaining.
Here's a snap. St. Joe again looking to pass. Now this another attempt to Russo. Can't pull that one in. Incomplete. That's going to end the game. 42-15 is the final. St. Joseph getting the win over, Monticello getting the win over St. Joseph. They got the last score, but Monticello got the lion's share. 42-15 is the final.
27-point win for the Buckaroos. That's a fun first game. Let's put together our statistics, and we'll take a look at what's happening. And hopefully, talk to several members of the Buckaroo team and maybe a coach.
Yeah, we'll see what we got. Again, it's Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live. Buckaroos win 42-15. We'll be back with our post-game show. Stick with us. It's Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live's presentation of Friday Night Lights.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Building a state championship team requires a lot of hard work and dedication on the part of athletes, parents, and coaches. Although receiving a trophy is an amazing experience, even more important is the personal character and strength that students can develop and then use throughout their lives. Be involved in whatever positive and healthy activities they can be. And it is important for parents and community members to support them. By providing opportunities for positive involvement, teaching skills required to be successful in that involvement, and by giving recognition to our youth when they use those skills, we are helping reduce the risk of youth substance abuse and suicide in our communities. Whether it is a state championship team, Learning to play an instrument, excelling academically, or simply learning to work hard and believe in themselves, the benefits gained from those efforts are great examples of increased protection against unhealthy behaviors. We need to work together as parents, teachers, families, and community partners to make this happen. Let's do this!
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more today.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. San Juan Credit Union, your money, your future, your credit union.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
Planning a weekend project? Red Zay's Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals and expert advice.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 4355-873838.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of homes and property management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Welcome back to our broadcast of Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live. We're going to have some post-game interviews. Looking forward to that. That'll be here in just a few minutes. We want to thank our sponsors. Boy, we've got some sponsors who go out of their way to support the programs and the kids, including Westcott Motors, providing San Juan County with quality, affordable vehicles. View their inventory at westcott-motors.com. Napa Motor Parts, get everything you need at their stores in Blanding and Monticello. Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports and a great start for your kids. Diamond Designs, a wide variety of quality products, and they can customize and personalize them all. San Juan Pharmacy, serving San Juan County and supporting local teams for decades. Dependable Auto Repair. Brad Stoddard and crew get the job done at Dependable Auto Repair in Monticello. Jones and DeMille Engineering, from infrastructure to quality of life, engineering the future of rural communities. We've got David is going to conduct an interview here with one of the stars of the show.
All right, yeah, thanks, Bill. I think maybe we'll turn the camera on, see if we can get Seth. Come over here, Seth. We got Seth Taylor over this side, Seth. Tell us, I mean, that was a big team. St. Joseph had a big front line. What were you and the boys doing in the trenches on the offensive side of the ball?
On the offensive side, a lot is just get low and make sure we talk and work together. If they ran a two-man front for part of the game, we had to communicate a lot with that, and we had to make sure we could pick up all those blitzers.
You did a good job. You did a good job, too, on the defensive side of the ball, bringing pressure. Tell us what it's like when you can pin your ears back, try and get to the quarterback, knowing that you got someone like John and Landon backing you up.
It's good to know that even if I don't get the sack, I can at least take up a block to make sure that one of the linebackers can get that sack or that tackle for a loss.
Yeah, you did a great job at that today. Tell us, you talk about that communication. Talk about, you and Peyton, your starters last year. What's it been like returning and doing something that you did last year?
It's been good. It's been good to get back in the groove of blocking and doing football. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, very good. Well, what was your favorite part of the game today?
I really like the defensive side of the ball, but it was good to get a nice, good team win. Both sides are equally important.
Yeah, and you guys, but I will say the defense is where you guys shown. You guys really put the pressure on. St. Joseph, high-scoring team last year. You guys really put a stop to that. Great win. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you run?
I think it's good to shout out John and Landon for doing a good job as linebackers, making sure to blitz and get that quarterback or to go back into coverage.
They did a great job, and again, it all starts in the trenches. I know that you've been putting in the work all year long. What's it like finally getting back out on the field, getting the win tonight?
It's been good to see the hard work we do at practice pay off. It feels good to see the fruits.
Yeah. Well, very good. Well, you've earned it. Congratulations on the win. That's Seth Taylor, center for the Buckaroos, as well as defensive lineman. We got Landon Shumway coming over here. All right, Landon, I got a stupid question I already know the answer to. You scored 2 touchdowns tonight. Which one was your favorite?
Probably the first one.
Yeah, tell us why.
It was just fun to be able to run through people and run around them.
Yeah.
Really make it a challenge.
Yeah, it was something, I know, Coach Anderson talking to me talked about, and I know, seeing you play, you do love that contact, but I noticed, talk about, your evasion. You've been getting a little bit more field vision. How have you grown that over the past year?
A lot of it's been in practice. Our JV this year they're really fast, so I really have to look out every direction and try and see what's going on all around me.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, if that closes in like they did over there, those 2 kids and then that last kid, what was going through your mind as you made those contacts and won those battles on that touchdown?
I was really just hoping that I didn't get tackled.
Well, you ran him over and made sure that wasn't possible. You did a great job running in the open field on that other touchdown as well. But really, what your team did tonight really well was the defensive side of the ball. Tell me what it's like running around there with your fellow linebackers.
At linebacker, that's probably my favorite spot. You kind of just get a flow to the ball wherever, hit whoever. There's just, I don't know, it's just kind of, you get a hit, have more contact, more fun.
Yeah, well, I know you guys had a lot of fun tonight getting the win. Who of your teammates impressed you tonight?
Probably Canyon Christensen.
Yeah.
He really impressed me on his coverage and his tackles.
Yeah, he came up and he had some hard hits too. A couple times we're like, oh, yeah, that's a good hit from Canyon. But I know that he learned that from you and John too. I know you and John and Tommy have been laying some hard hits as well. Well, very good. You guys get the win. What's it feel like to start 1-0 in your senior season?
It feels really good. I feel like it'll carry on throughout the season for the most part.
Yeah, there's a little bit of rust, I think, and St. Joseph also up their level as well. What do you guys got to do what are you going to work to improve on this next week and next couple months?
To improve on, I think for our offensive side, we really need to work on getting to the ball quicker, not waiting for the other team to be set, just going, set, go. And then on defense, I think we did really good. I just think that we kind of need to communicate a little bit more.
Very good. Well, you guys did really well getting the win tonight.
Really, my whole team, they all did really well for our first game of the season, and they all really surprised me.
Well, I did really great. You guys came in here, surprised St. Joseph. I know they came off a big emotional win last week. Felt some good momentum. You guys were able to put it on them and get the win, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Landon.
Thank you.
All right, that's Landon Shumway, running back and linebacker for the Monticello Buckaroos. So they get the win. We've got some final statistics here. Joe Boyle has been helping us out all day. He's going to deliver those.
Yeah, I'll give you the final stats for the game. Jackson Keyes ended the game 9 of 22 with 152 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Really cleaned it up in the second half. He completed 4 of his 6 passes, so he looked great there out of the halftime. Landon obviously led the rushing attack with 12 carries, 162 yards, and 2 touchdowns, as he was a menace there in the second half. He was tough to bring down. Arturo also picked up 24 yards on 3 carries throughout the game. Receiving, Arturo had 2.
Here's one final time and say goodnight. Thanks for joining us here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Blue Mountain Foods, Desert Rivers Credit Union, San Juan School District Adult Education, Lee Collision Repair and Restoration, Primary Residential Mortgage, Energy Fuels, Emory Telecom, Four Corners Homes, Empire Electric, Lee Contracting, Utah State University Blanding, Creative Floors, San Juan Counseling, Red's Ace Hardware, San Juan Health, Northern Electric, Dependable Auto Repair, Precision Rehab, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, San Juan School District CTE Programs, San Juan Insurance, Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage and Tailor-Made Monuments, San Juan Public Health, Crowley Construction, Jones and DeMille Engineering, San Juan Mortuary, Napa Motor Parts, Utah Navajo Health System, San Juan Credit Union, and Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.live.